All right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, the 10th, I think. No, the 11th, April 11th. Guys, we're glad to have y'all in here. I am tired and I didn't sleep real good last night. But guys, as you come in, leave a comment. Hey, Forrest, now it's time for lighting a spark. Forrest, I like that. Let me write that down. Spark. I like that, Forrest. Hey guys, as y'all come in here, shoot some comments in here. I would like to know what y'all are doing this morning, what y'all got planned for the day, and all that. And my allergies are kicking up. But yeah, whoever's in here, jump in, give me some stuff. Hey Melanie, how are you this morning? But how's the weather in Indiana, Melanie? And Forrest, how's the weather in Alabama? But yeah, guys, as you jump in here and leave a comment, it'll help me. I don't like just talking to the camera. I like talking to y'all and knowing what's going on. But it's a good morning, and I've actually got my laptop down here. I'm getting more high tech as we go along. One of these days, I might have, an intro and an outro and all that good stuff. But I saw an interesting article, and it came up. Morning, Mike. It came up with the tariffs and all this stuff. And after going, hey, I know, Melanie, you're excited about those baby chicks, aren't you? But there's an interesting article that popped up with all the tariffs and all this stuff going on. This is in the Washington Post. This is what people are buying because of the tariffs. So, super interesting. None of this stuff, well, there might be one thing that I would buy that's on this list, but this is the list of stuff that people are buying because of the tariffs. You've got cat food, canned cat food. And I just glanced at this, and they said they're buying canned cat food because of the steel or the steel that the cans are made out of. They're worried about that going up in price. So the first one was canned cat food. Second one is Korean sunscreen. I didn't know that Korea was a major supplier of sunscreen, and I didn't know that you could get Korean sunscreen. So I don't know. The third is wedding dresses. So apparently there's a lot of wedding dresses that are not made in the United States. Fourth is instant coffee. So people are stocking up on instant coffee because they're worried about the trade deals. Hair bundles, like the hair extensions that people put in their hair, people are stocking up on those because of the tariffs. Board games. I could see the board games. We play a lot of board games. My youngest one loves doing board games. So we got a lot of board games. I can understand buying some of those. But dried seaweed. I have no use for dry seaweed. Never eat dry seaweed. But I guess if you're doing, I don't know, is that what they use for sushi? I don't eat sushi, so I don't really know. So dried seaweed. And the last one is perfume. So those are the things that people are stocking up on because they're worried about the tariffs. All of these things, I don't have any cats, but all of these things I could honestly live without. So I'm not really worried. I would not buy anything on that list except for maybe a couple board games. People should be buying more stuff. I mean, people should be stocking up on food. They should be stocking up on ammo, medical supplies, communications, radio, stuff like that is what people should be stocking up on instead of wedding gowns and hair extensions. That's what our world's come to. So, but let me see. Yeah, Miss Sharon said they better be stocking up on seeds and rice. That's for sure. Miss Sharon, I'm glad to have you in here. You were in. You're always in Jay at Prepared Citizens chat, aren't you? But yeah, stocking up on stuff like that. Yeah, and Mike said right there, Mike, you can survive without all of them. But Mike, what are you going to do when you can't get your hair extensions, or your hair extensions have gone up, 50%? So, but yeah, Forrest says it's 50 and sunny, warming up to 60 today. He said his mom's going to be in. We got 24 fruit trees and bushes to plant. Hey, that sounds cool. I want to get some more fruit trees and some more berry bushes. I have just not had a chance to do that yet. And I doubt I'm going to get it. I might just wait till the fall to do it this time. So, but that was a funny article that I saw about that. Yes, Miss Sharon. I'm all over the place, usually listening to you and Shelly too. I know I've seen you in here before. I appreciate it a bunch. But yeah, it's crazy to me what people buy and what people think that they need to stock up on when they really need to be stocking up on essentials. We can live without all that stuff. So let me see what Mike said. Yeah, I forgot about them. I need to cover that bald head. As you don't, Mike, you could get a toupee if you wanted to. So, all right. Since we're kind of on the tariffs, I pulled a few things up. Honestly, I've been looking at it just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Trump keeps going. Oh, it was funny. The Chinese came back when Trump raised the tariffs. The Chinese came back and they said, "Well, we're going to cut the amount of American-made films that we show in our country." And the girl is like, "What do you think about that, President Trump?" And he's like, "I've heard of worse stuff." And it's like, wow, that's your comeback, is you're gonna stop showing our films in your country. I'm like, what does that really hurt? That has no effect on me whatsoever. I hardly watch movies anyway. If Hollywood went broke, I could give a shit less about it. I mean, all those people could be out of job and be homeless and living on the streets, and I could care less. So, but we've raised up. I think we're at 110 or 125% is what our tariffs are now. And Trump was like, I think he was saying he would go up to like 300% if he wanted to. But apparently China raises the tariffs on U.S. goods up to 125%. I've seen some stuff on TikTok, and I don't know if it's real or not, but it's like these Chinese people are talking about, how they had all their stuff. They had these big orders and this kind of stuff. And then the customers in the U.S. called and said, "We're going to have to wait on delivery for this." And they say that all these Chinese factories are shutting down and stuff like that. I don't know if that's real or not. Honestly, I really don't care. If the Chinese factories shut down, we need to start producing stuff in the United States more and more. And I honestly hope that we start doing that. It would be awesome if we started doing that. Yeah, Miss Sharon said, Hollywood is non-essential. But man, I tell you what, they think they are super essential. I mean, they think they're everything. Just a bunch of child molesters is pretty much all they are, in my opinion. But yeah, that's about all on the tariffs. The stock market the other day was up like 3,000, and I think it's down like 1,000 now. Honestly, I really don't pay attention to it. The stock market's a long-term thing. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Trump playing around with all this, it'll all settle out eventually. So, I don't know. Let's talk about stuff that's happening with me and stuff in my area and stuff that I can control. That's what I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about, honestly, that my sheep are breaking through the fence. We've got polywire up right now for the area out in front, out in the front pasture. We've got polywire. It's been doing good, but there's two lambs and they seem to just want to run through it. And every time they run through it, it seems like it breaks. So I'm out there constantly fixing that. So I've turned the charger up, made sure it's grounded good, but it's like they don't get shocked. So I think what I'm going to wind up doing is going and getting metal wire instead of the poly wire, like I think it's like a 14 or 16 gauge high tensile wire, and just putting that up. And then that way, at least they won't break it, and I can take and put strainers on it and tension it to where it holds and it's got some tension on it where it won't sag down. After a while, that poly wire starts to sag and stretches out. And honestly, I'm just kind of sick of it. So that might be the weekend project that we're going to do. So that I would love to put, honestly, I would love to put net fence up, but man, the stupid net fence, juice it up. I had a dog that ate my electric fence. I've got a pretty big charger on that thing right now, and I just don't know what it is. I mean, I've touched it and it shocks the crap out of me. And then I've got anywhere between 6,000 and 8,000 volts running through the thing with my tester. So probably what I'm going to do is run the metal wire instead of this poly wire, and go buy. I've got a cheaper charger. I'm probably going to go buy a crap. What's the name of that? I'll think of it in a minute. Go buy a new charger and a Gallagher. Probably go buy a Gallagher. I had to switch to metal because of the Pyrenees. Forrest, how'd the metal do? Does it hold up a lot better than the stinking poly wire? That poly wire, it seems like it breaks every other day, and it's just enough to piss you off because you're going out there and fixing all of it all the time. Let's see. Mine was metal, but the dog was crazy. Miss Sharon, that dog would be crazy if it's eating metal fence. That's wild. My Pyrenees Anatolians just jump over the fence unless it's 4 or 5 foot tall with barbed wire. They will just jump over that stuff, and they're like, "See you later." But that's one of the things we're going to work on is doing that. I want to stretch this stuff kind of tight, so I'm probably going to have to put in some wooden posts at the corners. I'm not going to build a whole H brace or anything like that. Yes, Pyrenees. Miss Sharon, I've got Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd mix is what I've got. And I love those dogs. They're amazing. Never had a problem with them. They like to roam if they get out. They like to roam, but they always come back. So I love mine, and that's probably what I'll keep from now on is the Anatolian Pyrenees mix. But yeah, I'm thinking about on my corners on that pasture, just putting wood posts. I'm not going to stretch it like you would a super high tensile fence, but I'm going to do it, where it's got some tension in it. I won't have to build H braces. We're not going to pull it that tight. Newman, good morning. How are you? Glad to have you back in here. We're talking about fence, and we talked about the amazing stuff that the Washington Post put an article out that people cannot live without, that they're stocking up for the tariffs. Yeah. And Forrest, that's true, because you've only got 2 or 3 little bitty strands of electric wire in there. And then the rest of it is that plastic poly wire. So I think it's going to be a lot better. And I want something that'll shock the piss out of these animals. I have Partake Solar Fence Charger. It's got a 3-year warranty. Mike, I will look into that. I'm probably going to wind up doing a Gallagher. Gallagher makes some amazing fencing stuff and everything. I hate this. StreamYard has changed this to where I've got to tap the comment twice to bring it up. It's kind of pissing me off, honestly. So, but fencing stuff, that's all good. So we're probably going to start working on that. We've got a gun show. There's a new gun show that is coming to Franklin, Kentucky, which is the next county down from me. They're going to start it. The first gun show is this Saturday and Sunday down in Franklin. It's behind the Cracker Barrel in Franklin, right by the interstate. So I'm going to go check it out. We hadn't had a good gun show around here for God knows when. It's been a long time. But I'm going to go check it out because Shelly and I are thinking about selling our first aid and medical stuff and doing a gun show every now and then. So I want to go see how this gun show goes. If there's enough people and if there's other people selling first aid and medical, we might not do it. But we're going to, I'm going down there Saturday, check the gun show out. And if it's a good gun show, the one that they have and the next one they have, we're going to go down there and sell some first aid stuff and see how that goes. So I've got that to do. Newman, doing good, important stuff. The tariff shenanigans will make the cost worse before they get better. I hope the catalyst. Hey, Newman, I'm right there with you. It's going to be some pain on stuff. It's going to be a pain on us for a little while, but in the long run, it's going to get better. It needs to bring manufacturing back here. The U.S. has been screwed for the last 50, 60 years. I mean, we made stuff here. There were good jobs. People could, I mean, heck, people could work one job and retire after, 25, 30 years from that one job. I mean, it would be nice to get back to that. I had a conversation with a customer yesterday that, talking about all this. We've done a bunch of work for him, getting ready to do a bunch more work for him. And we talked about the economy and all that kind of stuff. And we're on the same page. Super nice guy to talk to. I could have talked to him for over an hour and a half. I probably could have talked to him another 2 or 3 hours and not gotten bored whatsoever. But yeah, so I'm going to head down to the gun show tomorrow, check it out and see what everything is all about. And Shelly and I might jump on the gun show circuit every now and then. I don't want to do it every weekend, but every now and then would probably be fun. So, but that's another thing, guys. Run to the website if you want to. Check out the sustainability store. The website's KentuckySustainableLiving.com. Look at it. We've got our vehicle med bags. We've got our first aid kits on there, all the individual supplies that you want. If there's something that we don't have on there, we can get it for you. Just let us know, and we can do that for you. Yes, bring the manufacturing back. All right, so we covered medical stuff. One thing I've got, this is H2O Go. They sent this to me. If you can see this, this is a water filter. It's from H2O Go. Essentially, this is a cool thing. I got it the other day, and I have not used it. I want to do a video on it and see how it does. Essentially, this is a water disinfecting kit. Essentially, what you use is salt and water, and you mix it together, and you put it into here, and then you hit the whatever you choose, whichever size you want and stuff like that. I haven't read everything about it, but essentially, if you know how a saltwater pool works, the saltwater pools, you put salt in there, and it generates chlorine to make the water, to clean the water and to have the water clean for the pool. This is essentially a small little chlorine generator, I think is what it is. But all you do is put salt in it. It makes the solution for you, and then you pour the chlorine solution into your water and let it set. I think it said like 30 minutes, and then the water's safe to drink. So I've got this little dude that I'm going to try out and see how it does. I'm working on a video for it. I really don't know how to test it. I guess I can, I don't know. Maybe I can get a guinea pig to drink the water and see if it works. But I've got that, and I've got another, and I will have to let me pull their website up. It's purebagwater.com, but it's a Pure Bag water filters. I talked to those guys the other day. They're going to be a sponsor at the festival, which I'm super excited about. They're going to send us some product and possibly come up and have their filters for sale at the festival. But I do know we will have some of those up there. They've got, I mean, if you can see, they've got a bag filter system, and then also some other stuff like that. So I've got that let me see, hold on. Sorry about that. A customer sending me a text. But yeah, Pure Bag, it's Let me tell you the website again. purebagwater.com. They are on there. They're going to be a sponsor for the festival. They're sending me a bag to try out. I want to try it. I'm excited to try that thing out too. So that's one of the other things I've got going on. And then one of the super things I'm excited about, Bear Creek Arsenal. Bear Creek Arsenal is one of our sponsors for the festival. They've also sent me, and I'm doing an affiliate with them. I contacted them, talked to them. They sent me an AR-10 to try out. So I have a brand new AR-10 from Bear Creek. They sent a 3x9 scope with it. It's been raining and everything else. I've not had time to shoot it, but I'm going to do a video on it and see how that thing does. I've never had an AR-10. I've shot some AR-10s before and liked them. So, but Bear Creek sent one out for me to try out. And if the weather stays good today and I can get done with all my real job stuff, I'm going to go out and shoot that AR-10 and get some video for y'all. So what would you, and hey, tell me on the water filter videos and on the AR-10 videos, what would you like to see on those videos? Tell me what y'all like about the videos, what y'all would like to see about that stuff, and I will try my best to put it in there because I'm not done with the videos yet. So that's what I've got, the water filters, the gun reviews. Another thing, hey, don't forget about the giveaway we've got going in the month of April. Anybody that buys a ticket to the festival is registered to win a spot in the refuge medical class that they're doing. So if you buy your ticket, you're registered to win in the month of April. So get your tickets, and then we're going to have the drawing probably the second week of May, something like that. So, hey guys, throw some comments in here. I want to talk to y'all and know what y'all want out of this show. And we don't have a name for it yet. We're still working on it. Forrest came up with something awesome, and I like it. But guys, drop some comments. I don't like just talking to myself. I like hearing what y'all are doing. So, but the festival, don't forget about that. Run to the website, get some tickets, and that. The next thing, I have worn Merrell boots for, I don't know, probably the last 15 to 16 years. Merrell boots. The last 3 pairs of Merrell boots that I've bought have lasted. It's taken somewhere around 3 months and they start leaking. I always buy the waterproof Merrell boots, and after 3 months, the stupid things start leaking and they just start wearing out. The pair I've got on now, I've worn for 6 months and they've been leaking for 3 months and they're just trash. So I need to find another pair of boots. So if anybody has any suggestions on boots, something like a Merrell, I don't mind going to a full combat boot just because I like those and they're comfortable. No slip-on boots. My feet are flat and I can't wear slip-on like pull-on cowboy boots because man, it just hurts my stinking feet. But yeah, let me know what you got suggestions for boots other than Merrell, because honestly, I'm done wearing Merrells. I've got one other pair of Merrells that I've not started wearing yet. And after that pair, I am done with Merrells and going to find something else. Miss Sharon, we're trying to think of a name for this show. I don't know. Everybody has a name for their morning show. I don't have a name yet. Forrest put lighting a spark. My last name is Sparks. So Forrest put that. We're trying to figure out a name. So if you got a name, drop it out here. So, and then Miss Sharon also, I buy Merrells for my great grandsons. They aren't lasting as long for the kids either. Yeah, literally, I'm not going to take mine off, but literally these boots are 6 months old and it looks like I've worn them for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And the stupid things, honest to goodness, after 3 months, they start leaking right where your toe bends, right where the bend is in your toes, they start leaking. Then Mike said Keens are good. I've always worn them. I have not got a pair of Keens, and I'm thinking about trying those, and I'm thinking about trying Crap, what's that? I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple different pairs I'm going to try out and see how they do. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the Merrells. I love my Keen sandals. Not sure how long they'll last though. Yeah. Yeah, the quality, Newman, the quality has went to absolute crap. I mean, I used to be able to wear a pair of Keens for a long time and never had any problem with them. I've got some of the older Keens that are still not worn out, or some of the older Merrells that are still not worn out. And but yeah, the quality just went to crap on them. Forest, the 511 Evo. I've worn that brand since 2017. They last me over a year. Yeah. I've looked at some 511s. Dang, what's the name of that company? I done forgot. Yeah. I think TJ wears Origin. I wish they made women's. Does Origin make boots? I know they're making, yeah, that's right. Origin is making boots, and then they branched out and started making jeans or something like that. So I'll have to look at the Origins and see. But dang, what is it? I'm going to look up. Give me some more suggestions. I know it'll pop up on my Facebook feed because I was looking at them the other day. But it probably won't since I want to find it, it'll never pop up. All right. It's not going to find it. But yeah, the Merrells that went to crap. And it's sad because I love the things that they fit me great. I love them. They felt good, but I mean, I just can't afford to spend that kind of money and a boot wear out in, 3 months. The boots are leaking and stuff like that. So, Sharon, I've got a GB shoe store nearby. You can get Keens much cheaper than the other stores. That's cool. So I would buy these Merrells. LA Police Gear was the place to buy Merrells. You could buy those. They would run them every now and then like a 50% off. So I knew I was going to wear these things. So I would buy like 4 pair at a time at 50% off and just have new pairs sitting in there. Morning. Look, Shelly rolled in. Morning, Shelly. Apparently she's not super busy at work today. So, Shelly, we're talking about shoes. I need to find a different pair of boots because I know I fussed to you about it the other day. The Merrells are crap anymore, and I want another brand. So, but if anybody else has got any suggestions about it, let me know. One of the other things, the sheep or the lamb processing class, we've got it. It is April 26th, so we've got some spots left. So if you would like to come learn how to process some sheep with us, go to the website and sign up for that. It's $175 per person to come to that. It's going to be a great class. You're going to leave with a 6-inch boning knife from Backmaster. So go ahead and check that out. Also, I think Backmaster still has that sale going on. We sent an email out about it. And also, if you're not on the email list, go to the website and sign up for the email list. We're sending out some cool emails. We've got some stuff. Shelly does awesome on doing emails. She's in charge of all that. That's above my pay grade. I don't understand it sometimes, but the email list, if you're not on there, go sign up for that, and you'll be surprised at some of the good deals that come across on that. Mike, let's read. We got boot vouchers for work every year. I got the same boot every year. I'd wear the old ones when I got the new pair. Yeah. So you got a boot voucher from me for that stupid. We did this was over Thanksgiving break. This last Thanksgiving that we had, there was a a foundry. They did it. They smelted aluminum, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, we need some epoxy floors done in the factory. Can we do it during the Thanksgiving shutdown?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I went down there. I typically I don't own it. Well, I do now, but I did not own a pair of steel-toed boots. I just do not like steel-toed or composite toes, and I'm not really doing anything that I honestly need that. But they're like, you have to have steel-toed boots and fire resistant, all this crap. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, the factory's going to be shut down. They're not going to be doing production. So why do I need flame resistant shirt? And why do I need steel-toed boots when there's nothing going on and nobody's going to be here? So anyway, they were like, you need all this. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I found us some flame retardant shirts and put that in the bid. And then I was like, I want to put in some money to buy a pair of steel-toed boots, and this company will buy me steel-toed boots. I knew Mike was going to help me on it, so I put in another same price for a pair of steel-toed boots for Mike, just in case he didn't have any, and did that. Just put it in the bid, sent it on. They're like, okay, cool, do the job. So after I finally get paid, after like 90 something days of getting this job done, it was 90 something days before I got paid on it. So finally I got it, and I was like, oh yeah, Mike, by the way, I put in, if you needed a pair of boots, here's your money, and here's your money for a new pair of boots. So Mike finally, after 90 days, got his money on going and buying him a new pair of boots. So, and I asked him, I'm like, what did you buy? So Mike got him a new pair of boots off that job, and I got a new pair of boots off that job that the company paid for. Let me see. I didn't see Shelly in the chat. Yeah, she's in there. It's under Shelly Randolph, Miss Sharon. She's not Two Old Crows. She's on Facebook and not on YouTube. So her multiple personalities is what she's running today, I guess. So, but guys, what else do y'all want to talk about? I have got some time. I don't have a meeting until about 10 o'clock this morning. I'm going to go mess around and do some stuff here. What else does everybody have going? So what is everybody else going to do for the day? Mike Shepard, what are you going to do? I know you're working on your raised beds. Did you get your raised beds done, Mike? All right. Guys, that's about all I've got for the morning. Another thing, let's see. Oh, yes, Shelly. Do you think it'll be worth me coming up there, Shelly, to come to that? I've got to decide. There's so much going on. I wanted to go Peaceful, I think it's Peaceful Farms. Peaceful Farms, they've got a farm over in Scottsville. They're doing their little gathering thing. I thought about going to it, but I don't know if I'm going to go to that or not. I don't know. Let me see. Depends on what you're looking for. I'm not really looking for anything right now. There's nothing that I super need. So Newman is getting ready to deploy and leaving in a few days. Newman, be careful and be safe deploying. That's not ever a fun thing. I'm going to walk myself to unalive checking on chicken hatching. All right. I honestly do not have any chickens hatching right now. I don't have anything in the incubator. I don't have any chicks. I've got 2 hens that are broody, so hopefully they will do all the work for me, because I hate doing the incubator and I hate taking care of chicks. So if these broody hens will do it all for me, I hope they'll do it, and then I don't have to take care of the things. Yeah, be safe, and we'll be praying for you. Shelly, do they have pretty much everything that, I mean, I've never been up there, so it just, I wonder, I mean, I figure they got a little bit of everything. Do they have animals up there? So, oh, I bet so. We might, hopefully those Cornish crosses will still be alive by the time the festival rolls around, because we're in April. Those things are going to have to live a long time. Naaman, that is awesome. That's at your last deployment, then you retire. It's time. How long have you been in? I guess close to 20 years since you're talking about retirement. Mike's got two broody Bressies and a turkey hen sitting on Bressie eggs. Yeah, one of my hens is one of the Bressies that's broody, and then one of the other ones is just a barnyard mix that's getting broody. She's sitting on like 5 or 6 eggs, and then that Bressie's sitting on about 8. Yes, no pigs and cows, but they have everything else. All right. I might wind up coming up there. I don't know. And Miss Sharon, I've got 2 broody hens. They're both in the same nest. It should be close for them to hatch. Yeah, that little barnyard mix chicken that's sitting on some, hopefully she'll hatch. She should be in about another 3 or 4 days, we should know. So, Forrest, that's a good idea right there. I've had a lot of success putting TSC chickens under my broody hens, and they raise them fine. I might try that. That's a good idea. Oh gosh, Newman, 31 years, 33 when I retire. Holy cow, that is a long time to be in. I mean, we appreciate it. And like Mike said, thank you for your service. So we appreciate it. Without giving up any OPSEC, what branch are you in? I would like to know that. If you can't tell us, I understand. You're much appreciated from Miss Sharon. So, yes, 33 years is a long, long time. So, but yeah, Shelly picked up some Cornish crosses that we're going to use at the festival. What's his name? Matt from Yardbird will be at the festival. He's going to do 3 different chicken processing workshops at the festival. He's going to do one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Shelly got Cornish crosses, and we're going to be processing those Cornish crosses. Newman's, I'm Navy. A medical planner. That's pretty cool. So what all does a medical planner do? I'm just interested. I would like to know. I guess, do you take care of all the medical supplies and all the stuff like that for the ship? I would assume that's kind of what it is. But that's pretty cool. But yeah, Shelly's got Cornish crosses, so we'll be processing the Cornish crosses. Be processing those at the festival, or Matt will be processing those. And he's going to have, we'll have enough birds, people will get some hands-on and actually get to do it. Last time we had one of the ladies, she had never done chickens before, and she was super excited to do it and had a good time doing it. Yeah, Miss Sharon said that's awesome. But yeah, I've got a few meetings today. I'm probably going to go pick up some wire and maybe screw around with that fence. We had a little bit of rain yesterday. I left and ran into town to a meeting. It poured rain here at the house, and then when I got back, it rained just a little bit more. But I think the rain is all gone. It's like when I came down here to the shop this morning, it's like 45 degrees, something like that. So it's kind of cool this morning, but hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer today. Yeah, and Forrest said, Matt is awesome, very entertaining. I'll tell you what, Matt, well, we found somebody shorter than Mike Shepard, so Mike was happy about that. Mike ran around with Matt the whole weekend. But yes, Matt is an awesome dude. He is super entertaining, cool guy. I mean, he is a bundle of energy. He was running nonstop, and every time I talked to him, every time I talked to him, he was like, is your wife going to make banana pudding again? And I'm like, yes, she will make banana pudding. He was like, I will be there if I get some more of your wife's banana pudding, because we had a few of the people came down one night. We fixed a meal down here, and my wife fixed a huge big thing of banana pudding, and people were like fighting over that. So, but yeah, Matt is an awesome dude, knows what he's doing. Matt's got a YouTube channel that he just started, and I don't know the name of it. Shelly, if you remember the name of Matt's YouTube channel, put it in here. So, but yeah, Shelly said they got hail in Metcalfe County. So, all right, Newman's got everything from medical logistics to moving patients to writing medical contingency plans. I'll be on the ground. No ship this time. Newman, that is cool. I would love to pick your brain and talk about that sometime, because one of the things I want to set up here is a medical facility, almost like a clinic here for a grid down thing. I mean, I would love to pick your brain and see what you can tell me about that, because I've talked about it and done it, and I want in my shop to have a small little medical clinic if we can set that up sometime for a grid down situation. So, yeah, and Mike said Matt is his little mini me. But yeah, Mike and Matt had a good time that weekend. They were running all over the place. And yes, Miss Sharon, that is valuable knowledge for sure. Yeah, banana pudding is the bomb. My wife makes this banana pudding. It's all from scratch and all that, and it takes her forever to make it. And everybody just absolutely loves this stuff. One of the guys his name will not be mentioned, but he was licking the bowl or the big pan that it was in last time because he got here late. Yeah, I can't find Matt's channel either. Let me see. I think it's on. Give me just a minute. I think we put it on the website. I think it's on the website. If somebody wants to look, Jason, let me hit this. I have to admit, I'm sure of y'all's life almost forgot what it was like to have friends. Been up here in the mountains by myself for so many years. I talk to the mushrooms now. Hey, Jason, you need to get out and get down here and meet some other people. So get out and talk to everybody. So, hey, Bill came in. Bill, good to see you this morning. Appreciate you coming in. And Newman, we can do that. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. My sister's a former Navy physician. I'll bring her with me. My original specialty was microbiology. I'm still a disease chaser. That's way above my pay grade, honestly. It's like microbiology. No, I can't even hardly spell that. So I'll stick with contractor. I can spell that pretty easy. So, but yeah, Newman, I would love to talk about that for sure. So let me see if I can find. I'm pulling the website up now. Yeah, Shelly's got it. It says Homesteading Italian, but when I look for it, I don't know. He might not have launched it. He was talking about it, but I don't know. I know he said he was doing videos for it and stuff like that and everything, but hadn't got around to doing it yet. Hey, Chuck came in. Morning, Chuck. I hadn't talked to you in a hot minute. So, Homestead Medical's here. Chuck, we're talking about Newman that's in the chat is a Navy medical logistics person, which is pretty stinking cool in my opinion. So, yeah, Newman, I keep it simple for our personnel. Don't poop where you eat. That's always a good idea for sure. So, Chuck, what have you got going on today? Everybody else has said what they're doing. I've said what I'm doing. So what's your plan for the day? Oh yeah, and I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking passion. I think it's passion fruit liquid IV this morning. So what if we called it Sparks IV Show? Since I'm drinking liquid IV. All right, guys, that's about all I've got for today. Unless somebody else wants to talk about something, I'm probably going to jump off here, go fill up some water troughs, feed the dogs, and then see what Lincoln is on spring break. This is his last day of spring break. So I actually rucking this morning. I'm feeling it. Well, how far did you ruck this morning, Chuck? Everybody is doing rucking now. I've thought about doing it, and I don't know if I'll start, honestly. I've thought about walking on the treadmill because I can do it kind of whenever. But honestly, I'm staying so busy, I just don't know if I'll do it or not. I'm lazy. So, got a new place with about 15 acres. Where did you move to, Chuck? You didn't tell me this. Did you stay in West Virginia? Newman, I make my own element. They provide the recipe. Works good. That's pretty cool. We've got Element usually sends us a bunch of stuff, for the festival. They're always a sponsor for it. But for some reason, when I drink the Element, it's not that it's too salty, but it leaves like a weird film. It leaves a weird film in my mouth, and I just do not like it. But like Shelly absolutely loves it. So she got all the extra stuff. I was like, you can have it. I don't really want it. But I'll have to check it out and see their recipe. All right. Bill, I got a tire to put back on the mower. Got the boar house out in the pasture and started on my chicken coop. That's awesome. I'm glad you said something about the mower, Bill. It's going to be that time. My wife reminded me. I absolutely hate mowing the yard with a passion. I totally despise doing that. And she's like, you do know we're going to start mowing the yard again. I was like, yes, I know. Leave me alone. So, yeah, same area. Chuck can't leave his grandkids. You need to just tell Chase to move down to Kentucky too. So, yeah, Shelly. Yeah, Shelly loves the Element. She got all the stuff that we had left over because I was like, I don't want it. I don't like it that much. I wonder what would do that in their mix. I don't know. It leaves like a weird kind of like film in my mouth and on my tongue and my teeth, and I just do not like it. And it doesn't matter what strength you mix it up in because it's got like 3 different strengths. I've mixed it up all 3 different ways, and it just leaves this weird film in my mouth, and I'm like, this is gross. So maybe I've got a little bit of it left. I might try it again. Might try it again this afternoon. I don't know. I use the mower as the farm tractor. I'm not mowing yet. I am going to hold off as long as I can on mowing. Honestly, a lot of my front yard is turned into clover, and it's a real. This clover doesn't get but about maybe 6 inches tall, so I can go about 2 weeks or better without mowing my yard. And I'm hoping that the clover will just take over the whole thing. And that's kind of what I thought about, seeding some more clover in there and making the whole thing clover. So, but yeah, I mean, I just totally despise mowing. It's a waste of my time, and it's the epitome. Like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So technically, anybody that mows their yard, we're all insane because we're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So, yeah, Miss Sharon, white clover makes good eye wash and skin toner. Hey, I think most of this is white clover that's out in the front yard. So, Newman, it may be the flavoring. I mixed the salt base with the stevia sweetener Okay. I might have to try that. So I like the Liquid IV. I might start making some of my own stuff. You never know. I'm going to put an electric netting around my patio and let my pigs in the backyard to mow it. I've thought about just throwing an electric net fence in the front yard and letting the sheep run through there every now and then, but my wife would probably fuss at me, and then Lincoln wouldn't have anywhere to run around, but it kind of is what it is. So we might do that. You never know. I love clover. Don't mow it. I mow it just down and just kind of take the top off of it and leave it. I'm one of these people that if I'm going to have a yard, I like it just a little bit taller. Like my husband likes Liquid IV. Yeah, I like the Liquid IV better than the Element. So that's typically what I drink. This is the pomegranate. I keep a bunch in the truck. And they say you're only supposed to drink one a day. So typically I'll drink one in the morning and be done with it for the day. Yeah. And Chuck says Liquid IV is a go-to for my patients. Yeah, I like it. So, I mean, I've drank almost all of it down. I'll finish this once I get off here and everything. I never mow my grass shorter than 8 inches. Yeah. I've got another thing I need to do too. The pasture across, there's about 3 to 4 acres that the neighbor's letting me run the animals on. And last year I'd split it up just into 2 paddocks. And I'm like, this is way too big for the, for the animals we've got. So I split it down to 3 paddocks, and I've got to finish that up just a little bit. So I've got like, I don't know, probably an hour's worth of work to do down there. So I might wind up doing that today. And then probably in another week or so, I'll let the animals start going out on it. And I'm trying to get, because I came in before I took all the interior fence down, came in and bush hogged it because there's a ton of broom sage in there. And I'm trying to get rid of that broom sage as much as I can. I cut it down and scalped it. So I want to let the animals get out there and munch down on it, pee and poop on everything, and see what happens with it. So I'll probably finish that up today and then start looking about running real fence on this new section. But guys, I'm going to go do some stuff, hit a couple meetings, see what Lincoln's doing on his last day of spring break. And guys, I appreciate y'all. I will be back here. I think Shelly and I are going to do a live together on Sunday night. So be watching for that. We talked about it. And we'll be doing a live on Sunday night, me and her. And then I will be back, and I'm planning on Tuesdays and Fridays doing a morning live. But guys, I appreciate it a bunch, and I will see y'all Sunday night. Y'all have a good time. Go check out the website, get your tickets, and you'll be registered to win that refuge class. But I appreciate all of you being here. And I will see you Sunday night. Bye.